What's going on, guys? Good morning. My name is James Livingston, trader here. I just wanted to kind of make this video really quick because I feel like this is a good opportunity for a lot of you guys out there, a lot of younger traders, or just people that feel like they're not finding that success through stocks trading / stocks options trading. This is what I'm going to show you guys today. So the futures. I know a lot of people have probably talked about the futures. You might have heard it a time or two, but I really wanted to go into what exactly the futures trading market is and why it's becoming so very popular these days. So first and foremost, let's go ahead and start off with the key factors of futures. So the reason that people love futures so much, so you can see here on my chart, I'm on TradingView. Futures is very easy to trade through TradingView, or there's going to be other programs that we'll mention here in just a couple minutes here. But TradingView is my preferred platform. You can use your EMAs, 20, 60, and 200. I believe you get 3 indicator spots right out the gate with TradingView, and then you have to get a premium plan in order to kind of upgrade to be able to have more indicators, and you're gonna need to get the premium plan for this. Now just wait, because I know everyone's gonna be like, oh, now I gotta spend 20 bucks, actually 25, because not only do you gotta get the the premium plan, but there's also, you can see up here where it says CME, and you see this little green dot right here. So when you click on this green dot, it says, market open. So for most of you guys, it's probably going to be like orange or yellow, and that's basically means that you're getting delayed data. So whatever you see here, whatever number it's showing that like NQ is at right now, that is delayed on your end until you get that. It's a $5 upgrade. So all in, you're going to be spending $25 on TradingView if you use this platform. Now, obviously, if you go with one of the other platforms that we'll mention in just a couple minutes, you won't have to worry about that. But anyways, so here is NQ. So what is NQ? Everyone's going to be like, what is this NQ1 exclamation point? So if you trade stocks already, if you're used to trading options, and let's just say you trade SPY, SPY. So I'm sure if you've heard of SPY, you guys have probably also heard of QQQ. So the 3 Qs, it's basically the tech sector or the NASDAQ. So NQ is just the futures of QQQ. So if you put the two charts side by side, you're going to see that they're exactly the same, because they are. The futures chart will move just a hair faster than the QQQ chart, because it's the futures. It's supposed to be first. So NQ is the equal to QQQ, whereas SPY, the future for SPY is going to be ES. So you'll see a lot of people talking about, oh, I was trading ES today, whatever. So ES is the future of SPY. So just to kind of put it in layman's terms right now, NQ is equal to QQQ. ES is equal to SPY. So now that we got that clear, they move the exact same. Any strategy that you'd normally use works the exact same on these, because it's the same thing. So that covers the basic end of it here. Now, with futures, it is like you're trading contracts, okay? So you're trading kind of like options in the stock market, but you're trading what they call contracts. Now, these contracts don't expire. They don't expire, for one, and they don't have theta, delta, gamma, all these Greeks that you have to know, like throughout the day. You know how when SPY just kind of stagnates and you're like, well, why am I losing money? Because of the Greeks. Time decay. These don't lose value. They don't. If it goes up or down, that's the only time you win or lose. If it stays still, you stay at break even. It's amazing. It takes the stress out of it. The stress of making sure that you're selecting the right expiration date, all that good stuff. With futures, there is no expiration date, so you literally just buy in. It's like trading stocks. It's like trading, commons, where wherever you buy, wherever your average is where you're at. No win or lose from that position unless it goes up or it goes down. If it stagnates, you just stay break even. So it's pretty straightforward in that aspect. Now, another cool thing about this that we're going to go into here is the futures market. You don't have to start with your own money. You don't necessarily have to throw in a couple $1,000s here to get started. While you can actually excuse me, you can actually start trading futures with very little money, just as long as you can cover the commissions and you know, the cost of the contracts. So just to give you an idea here, this is Apex Trader Funding. So this is one of our, and I say our because I'm a part of this community, Alpha Stocks Lab. This is our preferred platform when it comes to futures trading as far as our prop firm. So what is a prop firm? Prop firm basically is giving you access as the trader to capital that you might not necessarily have access to right now. So you can see here with their new layout here, the Rhythmic plan. So what is Rhythmic? Rhythmic is just a basically a server that you trade through. Just like there's Ninja, or sorry, there's Tradeovate, Rhythmic. You guys have probably heard of Top Step even, but Apex is the one that we use, and the reason we use it is because they offer deals so much, like discount codes for up to 90% off sometimes. So you can see that the total here for, like, let's just say a 50K account is $167 a month. So you do have to pay like a subscription based to use their capital. Now $167 is a lot of money to someone to just spend every single month. Now throw 90% off on that. Now you're talking $40 some, $30 some, maybe even to the 20s. I don't know my math. It's probably actually in the 20s, but you know, $25 to try out, you know, an account. So basically how this works with these prop firms is you get in with a goal. Okay, so the 50K account, for example, once this goes back around, let's see if I can get it to go back. So the 50K account here, you can see that your profit goal is $3,000. Okay, so you got to make $3,000. You have access to 10 contracts. Now this isn't 10 contracts total, like that you have 10 contracts and you have to use 10 contracts in a day. No, this is 10 contracts per position, max. So like, let's just say you had 5 ES contracts and 5 NQ contracts. You're maxed out right now. Now once you sell them, you have access to all those contracts again. We'll get into the micros in just a minute, but let's just focus on the number, the left number there. So 10. So you have 10 contracts, $3,000 profit target. Now it seems unrealistic, but trust me, you can get there very quickly in the futures market. Trailing threshold, $2,500. So it's just ever so slightly lopsided to make you have to get more profit than you have access to losing. So what is a trailing threshold? Basically, it's the amount that you're willing or that you're able to lose before you will breach the 50K account and have to start all over. So that 2,500, let's just say, for example, you have a 50K account. Let's say you make $1,000 profit on it. So you're at 51,000. Okay. So now your trailing threshold on that 51,000 is going to be 2,500 less. So if you're at 51, your trailing threshold now is at 48,500. So 48,500, that's the max that you can lose before the account's going to be like, nope, you're done. Now, if you get it up to, let's just say, the $3,000 target, what will happen is you will get the pass on the account. Actually, right now, the same day, later on in the day, if you do pass the account, you will get an email because they are running a special right now. I'm telling you, Apex runs specials all the time, but they have a 1-day pass special right now. So why that's so substantial is because in this trading, in this futures market, you have to, at least for Apex, you have to trade a minimum of 7 days. So if you hit the profit target in 1 day, you still have to place like a small trade every day just to clock a trading day. Now with these 1-day passes, you can pass it the same day, get your credentials later on that day and be good, not have to worry about the 7-day, trading kind of limitation. Now I wouldn't say it's necessarily a bad thing to have that, because to be completely honest, it makes us as traders a lot more disciplined, knowing that we have to wait 7 days to get our account anyways. So just take your time and compound the gains up to the profit target. But like I was saying, they're running a special right now for the 1-day passes, so I really encourage a lot of you guys to give this a shot, because you might be able to get funded essentially like that very quick. So daily drawdown, there is none. Scaling, there is none. Now I will say this threshold is also a daily threshold. So like if you, let's just say you had, let's say you had 55,000 in this account. So let's just say you're at 55,000, you already passed, you're in the funded version. So now you're 5K in profit. Now, if you would lose 2,500 in one day, so like in that day from your 5,500, if you would lose it all the way down to 2,000, you would also breach the account. That's a hidden rule that I'm noticing with these to just watch out for. So make sure when you're in profit or you're up there, try to minimize those losses as much as possible. You shouldn't be taking a $2,500 loss to begin with, but I'm going to be honest. I mean, I've done it myself. You know, we're traders. We have emotions. Things happen. Next thing you know, you lost an account. So just something there. But let's get into this. So when you actually click into Rhythmic, I'm going to have a link down in my description here that you can click on to get to this page to be able to start exploring. Now, I'll also have a discount code down there for 71% off. So it's 71% off of your evaluations. This is good for the next 6 days. That 1 day pass is also on for the next 6 days. So you have time. You have plenty of time to get into this. Now, let's go over really quick why this is so lucrative and why you can make so much money. So we'll start on ES here. So again, thinking this is just like SPY. So every 0.25, so you see over here we're at 5019.5 right now. So every 0.25, every tick, if you will, that's what we call them, on ES is going to yield you per contract. So one contract per tick, $12.5. So $12.50 per tick that this thing moves. Now we're about to open up market here for New York session. So this is probably going to start moving up or down pretty quickly. So just bear with me there. But yeah, every 0.25 is 12.5 ticks. Now remember, on that 50K account, you have access to 10 contracts. Now this is where mitigating risk and knowing the risk is going to be crucial. Give me just a second here. Might have to take a little pause here because my notifications are going to start going off like crazy. Just bear with the sound. Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, God. It's going. I don't know what's happening, but something's happening right now. Anyways, going back to that, you have access to 10 contracts, so 10 of those contracts there. So you're talking, you can use, maybe 2 per trade, 20% risk of your max total. Use 2 of those per trade. Every 0.25 tick now turns into $25. So that means every 1 whole point. So make from 5,020 to 5,021. Oh Lord, it's annoying. I apologize. I didn't even think about that. Give it a second. I wonder if I can turn that off. Yeah, you know what? Let's turn that audio off. All right, I think you guys can, yeah, you can still hear me. Okay. But yeah, so if every 0.25 tick, if let's just say you're using 2 contracts now, you're going to be looking at a potential of $50 per tick. So every 1 point, you're looking at $200 per point. I think my math's correct there. I think my math's off. $100. Sorry, it'd be 25 per point, so it'd be $100 sorry, 25 per tick, 100 per point. So let's just say we go from 5,020 to 5,021. It's $100 in your pocket for risking 2 contracts. So again, in SPY and stuff, you would have to wait for a much larger move to make $100. And you can make it just like that. Now, just as fast as you can make it, you can also lose it. So this is where the risk management comes in, of knowing you still have that threshold, that trailing threshold to watch out for. So when you see those profits, when you see $100, $200, take those, compound them. You look at the math, you do the math here, $3,000, you take 30 $100 trades, you passed. You take 15 $200 trades, you passed. Think about it in terms of just compounding them up. But yeah, that's pretty much it there for ES. And then NQ, if we go over here to NQ, again, every 0.25 is worth, it's a little bit less on NQ, so it's actually worth $5 per 0.25 move. Now you can see here though, NQ is much larger than ES. It's 17,800 some. So you can see like we are moving through ticks very quickly. You can make a lot of money doing this. Like this should push down right here. If it doesn't respect this 200 EMA, that push down right there is going to be a massive landslide. And when it slides down like that, you have 2 contracts at 5 per tick. I mean, we move like 5 points at a time, so you can make some serious money in NQ as well. especially on these types of momentum moves, where you're just following the path down. Now, just like what happened right there, if you were a part of this move, you came down to this 200 EMA and it pushes back up here, your trailing threshold is that other factor you got to watch out for. So cutting losers quick and cutting winners even quicker sometimes is the way to go here in futures, depending on your trading style. Now, the one way to offset that and be able to hold them a little bit longer is by using micros. So these micros, they're basically, so while 1.25 move on NQ is $5, 1.25 move on NQ with the micro contracts for NQ is 50 cents. So 50 cents, but you have access to 100 of those. So you can even manage it even better by, add 2 here, add 3 here, add 5 here. Get yourself to the point where you're averaging into a 10 to 20% risk, and then you can kind of hold them for the full move that you're looking for. So there, you can mess around with them a little bit differently, and just see what works for you as a trader. Same thing with ES. You have access to 100 micros of ES. So a micro on ES is $2.5 per 0.25 tick. So again, you're talking, you can average in 100 of those. I wouldn't go max 100, but you can average into like 10 to 20 of those contracts, and still be almost the equivalent of 1 to 2 ES contracts. But without having to get full mini contracts, you can get, these smaller micros. So it's something you guys will all have to kind of experiment with, but it's a great, especially with deals going on, and there's always deals. I'm telling you guys, every single week there is a different deal, whether it is 90% off, 80% off, 71% off, half price resets. And that's the other thing to weigh out, is half price resets are right now with the 71% off. So if you would fail the account, the resets are usually $80. They're only $40 right now. So now you also have to do the math there and weigh out, is it more beneficial for me to just start over and get a whole new Rhythmic account? Or is it more cost effective, depending on the account size you got, to just do that reset? Because if you do 71% off on the 100K accounts, I believe it's a little bit more than $40. So it makes more sense to purchase it initially and then use the half price resets to reset that account instead of buying a new account. But it's the opposite if you go with the 25K account, because you're talking the 25K account over here is with $147, 71% off, it's probably like 30 to 33 bucks. So that is arguably cheaper to just buy a new account than to do a reset. So you have to look through here and just see what works best for you. But I wanted to introduce this to a lot of you guys. I'm going to be talking about futures a lot more in the future, no pun intended, here, just to get you guys up to date with it, get you understanding, and maybe even do some live futures trading every now and then. So definitely something worth looking into. Again, I will have a link down in my description for you guys to click on. I do get a little bit of an affiliate off of it, no extra cost to you guys, but I just want to let you know that it does benefit me for you to click my link. But it would be appreciative since I took the time to make this video for you. But I think futures is a great option, guys, and if you want to learn more about futures, more in depth, more in real time, definitely join our server in the description. I know it's a premium, but trust me, you will make that back and more so fast. Don't even worry about it. Just get in our chat. I mean, not to sound scammy, but like, get in our chat, because there's a lot of really good traders in there who are willing to help, myself included. You'll have real-time access to talking with me, with others, so that way you're not just waiting for a YouTube video and waiting for me to comment back to you or something. So definitely try out the futures market here. ES, NQ, those are the two ones on TradingView you want to use. Again, when you do purchase these, you do get a platform called Ninja Trader. You get a full license, $75 value included with your eval and your funded account. So definitely something worth looking into, and I do believe they give the real-time data without any fees, because you'd be trading with their Ninja Trader account. So definitely something worth trying, guys. And again, I encourage you guys to become a part of a community that's willing to help you. So our community, we do have a futures section where we're all very helpful. So definitely join up. But nonetheless, guys, that's going to be it for this video. I don't want to take up too much of your time. I could go on with futures for literally hours, so this is going to have to get broken up into a couple parts. But next time we'll start looking into exactly which strategies you can trade with futures, and just the payout process, the money you can make in this. really. So just a brief introduction to futures. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video. Leave a like, comment down below. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. It does help me greatly, just to keep pushing out these videos and keep myself, for lack of better words, motivated. You know, because trading can be a very emotional roller coaster. So nonetheless, guys, I will see you in the next video. Have a good day. Peace.